Hey guys, it's Lainey and today is Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is our top 5 favorite debut novels. So I have my 5 and let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. I read this book back in November. I was sent this book by the publisher, Entangled Teen, and I was a little hesitant when I started it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. Holy crap, it's so good. It has really great ratings on Goodreads as well, and I wish it was just longer. Really wish it was just longer because it's so short, and I can't wait for the second book. I just really love Amy Engel's the way she writes relationships, because it was really done very well in this book, and I didn't feel like it was too rushed. The relationship, Ivy and Bishop's relationship, wasn't rushed. This book deals with betrothals and in a dystopian society, and she took that kind of concept and totally made it her own, and it was so creative, and I really enjoyed it. And for this kind of plot, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Coming in at number 4 is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. Of course I love this book. This book came out in 2006, believe it or not, and I think I read it in 2009. This book like totally changed my outlook on reading, on writing, on everything. So this book has a very special place in my heart. I really loved the writing. I loved the complexity of our main heroine, who's pretty much an anti-heroine as well. And I love the way she writes and the characters she creates. Coming in at number 3 is Zodiac by Romina Russell. I read this book back in December for the Carpe Librum book pick of the month. Because the book club kind of worked closely with the author for Twitter chats and the live show, I felt like I really got to know her writing process and her ideas behind the story, and she put so much detail into the backstory of the book that doesn't even make the book. She was constantly blowing my mind of all the things she was doing outside of this actual book that she was doing for the world, and she made up this whole like Bible, you can say, for this type of world. You can see in this book how much thought was put into it, how much creativity, and I was just really impressed that this came from a debut author. Coming in at number 2 is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Kind of for the same reasons with Romina Russell. It came down to the world building and how impressed and at awe I was of the world and of the rules and of the customs and morals and backstories and stories that they tell in this book and everything. It was just so impressive, and I loved the world. The characters were great as well, but I think I fell in love with this world before I fell in love with anything else, and I think that's really hard to do when you're doing a first fantasy novel. And coming in at number 1 is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I read this book last summer and I absolutely loved it. I was very daunted to get into this book because it's so big, and I felt like I was going to be very confused, and there was going to be a lot of world building, and there was going to be a lot of explaining and info dumping. There wasn't. I never felt like I was working. My mind was working to decipher what was going on and what the world is like. It was just so impressive, especially because Samantha Shannon published this book when she was 22 years old. So of course I am instantly jealous. That's awesome. That's just so cool. And for someone so young to publish something so great, of course I have to admire them. And that's it for my Top 5 Wednesday. What are some debut novels that are some of your favorites? I would love to know. So hope you guys all have a really great day, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!